Well, my friend, we are back at District Harley Davidson, and there's my 24 Road Glide. Look, ooh, pretty, yeah. They just did the replacement front rotors and the M1691 technical service bulletin. So welcome back to Road to Reality. Today, we're gonna go for a ride and see how she feels. Yep, let's get on a bike and go. Well, already backing out of there and easing on the binders to stop the bike. I didn't hear any squealing, so that's a plus. We're gonna do our normal test route, so I'm gonna make a left up here, and already easing up to this light here, I noticed that the brakes feel a lot smoother. They no longer feel crunchy. Yep, definitely smoother. Let's get to the test route. Cruising the back roads, exactly where I like to record. I mean ride. I like riding more than recording. That's debatable. Smooth like butter. Oh, I have a bug crawling in my ear pad. All through that turn, I'm like, come on, where is it? Get out of there, bug. Woo! Crisis averted. How you doing out there in YouTube land? Are you having a good day? My day just got a whole lot better. And I remembered to upshift. Road work beginning. Anyway, we're on our test route now. It's got bumps and potholes and corners and elevation changes. It is the new proving ground. Anybody that's been watching the channel for like 5 years knows we used to have 2 different proving grounds. Now we have Hawkins Creamery Proving Ground. Oh, the side wind's killer. Let's get in the trees. So we all know brakes, right? We know what rotors do. We know what pads do. Let's start with the technical service bulletin, and that is M1691, like I mentioned earlier, 1691. And apparently, enough owners complained to Harley Davidson that their brakes were feeling funny when they come to a stop. So Harley reprogrammed the brake control module so that the link brakes feel better. I, after several stops, can now attest to that feeling better. It used to be that at about 25, 30 miles an hour, sometimes 20, and I'm on both front and rear brakes, that the brakes would feel crunchy, like they'd not be biting, and then bite, and you lurch forward. It was just the name of the game. And I thought it was normal for this bike, and you know, as normal as can be, right? But owners were complaining that when you applied both brakes to come to a stop, the rear would like not do anything, and then all of a sudden it would enact and lurch the bike forward, lunge it, it would dive, it would squat. Well, no, it wouldn't squat, squat's the back, it would dive, front end dive. Not to be confused with the endive vegetable. Anyway, I digress. We need coffee. Definitely need more go-go juice today. Coffee. So now with the reprogrammed brakes, the bike comes to a very smooth stop. I'm at 40. I'm gonna come to stop at the stop sign here. Look. No lurch whatsoever. It is not the Addams family out here. So that is a huge win in my book. That really makes the bike feel so much more premium. Why, Harley? What in the testing did not bring that out? Let me complain about that for a second. You've got a $26,000, now a $28,000 bike that supposedly went through all sorts of testing before it was released to the public, and then they have to reprogram the brakes. That's like day 2 kind of stuff, like, hey boss, we got the motor installed, what's next? Well, put some wheels on it and put some brakes on it, Johnson, and then have Smith take it out for a test ride. Smith comes back, goes, feels good to me, send it. Well, Smith is an idiot. And if your last name is Smith, I apologize. I was not directly referring to you, but I'm pretty sure that's how that meeting went. Just the silliest damn things with this bike. You know, Harley's ultra premium Road Glide, built to soak up the miles. and all it does is soak up my time at the dealership. Well, hopefully I can go another 2,000 miles without having to visit the dealership for anything more than a hot dog and a cup of coffee. And then I'll get my 5K service done. I do have to say, District is really good about this stuff. They're quick on the schedule. Their tech is good at what he does. The oil leak, permanently fixed. The shift linkage hasn't fallen off again. Everything else seems to be good. He did a good job reseating the brake pad before, and now it is much better. So let's talk about the brake pads and rotors. He visually inspected the pads, said they're okay. They only got 3,000 miles on them. So he didn't change out the pads, but they did change out both rotors. They both look different. At the end of this video, I'll show you the rotors. Yeah, it was an easy job. He did it in like an hour. It was awesome. It was about 3 days shy of what it would have taken me to do the same repair. I am not mechanically inclined, and I don't have a lift. I mean, I have a motorcycle lift, but it's like one of those jack stand lift deals, and I don't trust it. I put my ashtray on it, and that's about it. But the bike is handling excellently. The brakes feel much better. When I trail brake in a corner, applying ever so slightly brakes, I feel no hesitation, no vibration, nothing. Not even good vibrations. I'm not gonna sing that one. But they covered everything under warranty, which is great. When I had my Street Glide, they had to replace a warped rotor on that bike under warranty, and Harley did not warranty the pads, only the rotor and labor, or rotors and labor, to replace them. So at that point, I don't know if it was $100 or $200, but I had to pony up my own money to get new pads on that bike. They were already worn. I figure we're good. We'll send it. We'll run it. We'll see how she does. And the tech did put about 5 miles on the bike. And I asked him, what do I need to do now? Because I go into it like I'm a moron, because I'm half a moron. And I just don't want it to happen again. And he said, go easy on the brakes for a little while. Make sure that everything beds together properly before giving it any real brake pressure, you know. So just brake lightly and a little bit early, you'll be fine. So that is the instructions I was given. Those are the instructions I was given, and I will do that. And now we're at the end of this road, so I'm gonna ride home, and I'm gonna enjoy nice, smooth braking. Yep, the rear brakes definitely come into play a lot sooner than they used to. Big improvement in the feel of the brakes. They always stop the bike, but now they stop the bike and feel a lot better. No crunchiness. And we're home, safe and sound. There's the Road Glide. I like how these brakes feel. I think that there's a little bit of bedding in that has to happen. I've only gone like 30 miles because what I've been doing ever since I noticed that the brakes were warped is when I get home, I reach down here and I grab this rotor, and this one is ambient at the warmest. But if I grab the other one, and I'm grabbing the other one, it's slightly warmer than ambient. Interesting. I don't know why that would be.
Editing John here. I think the extra pressure put on the pads by the warped rotor caused them to wear faster than the ones on the left side. So that would mean the left side is now contacting more pad than the right rotor.
But there's the new rotor there. I think that's new. But I know this one's new because this one definitely looks different than it used to. So that's pretty slick right there. Now let's go wash my hands. They're all grimy with brake dust. But man, I tell you what, the brakes feel so much better now. The bike stops just as well as before, but all smooth. No more nonsense. Yeah, get that out of here. We don't need that around here. And the application feels better because of that new TSB that they installed. So good job on fixing your mistake, Harley Davidson. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, put the like button. Maybe share it with a friend that's got a new Road Glide and is having issues so we can commiserate. Yeah, and maybe subscribe. I don't know. Hey, until next time, I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget your 2 mantras and go check out this video next. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day. And 2, do something nice for yourself every day. Maybe it's grabbing hot brake rotors. I don't know. Don't do that. Bye.